Hello, my friend. Karl Michael Pilsl is here. I'm so excited and I welcome you to this very first edition of the KMP Leadership Podcast. Because it is the very first time we are together, the very first episode of this leadership podcast that will come to you every 2 weeks, so twice a month actually, I want to just take a few moments to tell you who I am, because you probably don't know who I am. I'm Karl Michael Pilsl. I was born and raised here in beautiful Austria, and I came to the United States of America when I was 16 years old. I lived a total of 10 years in the United States, and I actually met my wife there in high school when I was 17 and she was 15. Christy and I have been married for more than 27 years, together actually for almost 30 years. We have 6 children together, 5 boys and 1 girl. And we started a church, a Christian church, here in Vienna, Austria, about 21 years ago. And we've been able to reach hundreds and thousands of people, and we've raised up hundreds, probably literally thousands of leaders during that time. And I'm a student of leadership. I like to study and learn from the very best. One of my mentors, for example, is John Maxwell. You've heard of him probably. He's written over 70 books. He's had great influence on my life and on my leadership. And so the next year or so, you can count on at least 2 leadership podcasts every month. And I'm sure after that 1 year, I will continue it and continue it. And if you like what you are hearing and seeing, if you like what you are getting here, if you like this content, I just want to ask you to share it with your friends, let them know about it on social media or whatever you use to spread this message. I'm very grateful. Leave a feedback, leave a comment, make a positive review, whatever you can do to help me to spread this good news on leadership. See, I believe if we help leaders become stronger, we create stronger organizations, we create stronger churches. When the leader gets stronger, the organization gets stronger. So this leadership podcast is for everyone who wants and desires to be a greater or great leader. And I'm very excited about that. The subject I have for today is greatness, because I honestly believe that greatness is what all leaders should strive for. I want to challenge you to go for greatness. Be great before it's too late. See, I believe we're created for greatness. Greatness is in our DNA. Our Creator has made us with greatness inside of us. Greatness is a decision that we make. Greatness is something that we decide to be or decide to go for. What makes somebody great? Let me ask you a few questions. Living in a great house, does that make a person great? Coming from a great family, does that make a person great? Having a great name, does that make a person great? Not necessarily. Just because you're born into a great family or have great parents or have a great name does not make you great. Not necessarily. Working in a great company, does that make you great? Not necessarily. Being part of a great church, does that make you great? Not necessarily. See, you are either adding to the greatness, to an organization, to a family, to a church, to a company, or you are taking away from that greatness. You can be great, but it's not your origin, your family, your name, your parents, your company, your church that makes you great. Remember this. You're either adding to the greatness or you're taking away from the greatness. So decide to be great. See, I've seen people who have grown up in very, very poor families with parents that have done bad things and made bad decisions, but they themselves chose to become a person of greatness. So greatness is a choice, not where you come from, not where you work, not what your family of origin is. It's your decision to be great. And even if you have the worst of circumstances that you come out of, you can still be a great person. You can go for greatness. Now let me tell you this. The beginning of greatness is humility. You have to be humble to become truly great. I want to tell you a few things that greatness is not, and then I want to tell you a few things how to become truly great. Number one, greatness is not inherited. You can be born to great people, like I already said, but that does not make you great. You can be born into a not so great family and you can become the greatest human being possible. Greatness is not inherited. You're not great because you are born into greatness. You have to make a choice. So greatness is not inherited. Number two, greatness is not wealth or income. Many wealthy people are not great. I've known and I know many great people that are not wealthy or not rich millionaires. But I've also met many wealthy people that are not great. You are not great because you're poor or rich. That's not what makes you great. Greatness is a decision to become all you were created to be, to make a difference in people's lives with whatever you're given and growing to your potential. So greatness is not inherited. Greatness is not wealth or income. Greatness is not talent. Greatness is not talent. See, many people have great talent, but they're not great people. They're great at doing something, but they're not great at being someone. I want to be great. See, you have talents, I have talents. And those talents are seeds of greatness. But those talents are not the greatness. Talent is not greatness. It's what we do with it. We have to humble ourselves and use all the talent we've been given, and we can become truly great. I want to be great, and I hope you want to be great as well. So, greatness is not talent. Number four, greatness is not popularity. Greatness is not how many followers you have on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, or any other social media platform. Popularity is not greatness. Being prominent is not greatness. Being a celebrity is not greatness. Don't ever mix up or confuse greatness with popularity, prominence, or being a celebrity. Greatness is a decision, and don't ever sacrifice greatness for anything. Please, don't sacrifice greatness for popularity or fame. Don't sacrifice greatness for riches or wealth. Stay great. Stay humble. It will pay off in the long run. True leaders are great. Number five, greatness is not cheap. Greatness costs. Greatness has a price tag on it. It takes practice. It takes sacrifice. Greatness is not cheap. It costs you. It costs you time and energy and sacrifice. It costs you going the extra mile at whatever you do. And that's the reason why many people are not great, because they are not willing to pay the price. Number 6, greatness is not immediate. It's not instant. We live in an instant, immediate society. We want everything now. We want it fast. We want it quick. We want it instant. But greatness does not come in the microwave. It does not. Greatness comes slowly cooked, if you know what I mean. It's like a slowly cooked roast, made slow, made from scratch. There is no instant greatness. There is no microwave greatness. There is no greatness that happens overnight. So what is greatness not? Greatness is not inherited. Greatness is not wealth or income. Greatness is not talent. Greatness is not popularity. Greatness is not cheap. And greatness is certainly not immediate. One more thing. Greatness, number 7, is not common. It's not common. See, you will stick out if you're truly great. You will be different if you're truly great. You'll be different, but you'll also be a difference maker if you're great. It's uncommon. Not everyone will like you when you're great. Not everyone will approve of you if you strive for greatness. Greatness is unique. It's uncommon. It is not very common at all. And you will have to fight the good fight. You will not be popular all the time. You will not be liked by everyone. You will stand out, but you will stand out to make a difference. Greatness is, to me, growing to your maximum potential. See, I learned that from John Maxwell. Growing, and from Zig Ziglar, actually, who was my first mentor after my father, who mentored me as a young boy and in my teenage years. I came to know Zig Ziglar and then John Maxwell and many other great leaders that have influenced my life. And I learned one thing. Greatness is not talent, riches, wealth, ability. Greatness is none of those things. Greatness is growing to your maximum potential. And greatness is sowing seeds in the life of other people that make a difference in other people's life. Sowing seeds that benefit others. So greatness, to me, is growing and sowing. Growing and sowing. I want to continually grow and I want to continually sow into other people's lives. Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to be a sower, a grower and a sower? Greatness can be achieved from where you're at. Start with what you have, where you are, and go every day, grow every day, step by step. Grow every day and sow every day. Grow towards greatness and sow towards greatness. I say this again. Grow towards greatness and sow towards greatness. If you want to know if somebody is really great, watch people in a crisis. In a crisis, you will see if a person is great. Greatness, I've learned this, steps up in crisis. So step up, become great, be great, grow, sow towards greatness. And rise to the occasion, step up when in a crisis. So, how do we great? How do you become great? Number 1, to be great, you must be teachable. To be great, you must be teachable. King Solomon said in the book of Proverbs, a fool despises wisdom and instruction. See, great people never stop learning. They're humble, they're teachable, and they learn. They listen because they know that other people know more. And everybody that you will ever meet knows something that you don't. Absolutely. Every child, every boy, every girl, every older person, every man, every woman you will ever meet from any culture you will ever go to, somebody, everybody will know something that you do not. So be teachable. To be great, you must be a teachable person. Number two, you must be able to receive correction. When corrected, keep a great attitude. See, we don't like to be corrected. We don't like to be criticized. I welcome correction. I welcome constructive criticism because I know that's how I grow. If I want to grow, I gotta be, number one, teachable. If I want to be great, I gotta be teachable. If I want to be great, I gotta receive correction. Everyone needs correction, but the art of correction is to receive it with a good attitude, to keep a great attitude when corrected. Number three, very important, greatness is not a weapon, it's a tool. See, the question is, can you be trusted with greatness? Can you be trusted with being great? Or will you use your greatness when you have achieved it to tell people, okay, that you were wrong, or you take revenge, or you let people know, I was right. Don't use greatness as a weapon. Use it as a tool. There's a story in the Bible I want to share with you. I can't share it with you because we don't have the time for it, but I want to just put your focus on it. A guy named Joseph in the Old Testament. He was mistreated by his 11 brothers. He was, thrown into a cave. Then he was sold as a slave. They took him to Egypt. And in Egypt, he was put into prison. And then, after, I believe, 13 years in prison, he became his chance. And he rose to greatness because Pharaoh, the Egyptian leader, the world's most powerful human at that time, recognized the greatness in Joseph that was there the whole time. All those times when he went through crisis, he didn't get bitter, he became better. And he rose to greatness. And later, his entire family was starving. And Joseph was the leader, right under Pharaoh, the greatest leader in Egypt. And instead of taking revenge, instead of paying them back, he used his greatness as a tool to save, literally, the world from starvation. So, greatness can never be a weapon that you beat somebody with. Greatness must always be a tool to be used to make a difference. So use greatness as a tool. Number four, release greatness into someone else. That means when you invest into other people, release greatness into them. Invest greatness into them. Teach them about greatness. Teach them about how to become a truly great person. That's my life goal, one of them, to let people know what true greatness is and how to reach true greatness, because a leader must be great. Number five, greatness is full of honor. That means respect, respecting authority. One more question. Can you be trusted with greatness? Will you use it as a weapon? Will you be full of honor and respect for authority when you achieved greatness? Can you be trusted with greatness? Greatness is what you should strive for. Not riches, not image, not wealth, not fame, not prominence. Your goal as a leader should be greatness. Wisdom, humility will lead you to greatness. And if you're truly great, the rest will take care of itself. I want to close with this. You are called to greatness. Don't run from it. Go for it. You are called to be great. You are called to live a life of greatness. go for it. Because a leader truly is a great person first. See, even when Joseph was small, very small, when he was in the dump, he was great inside. Greatness is an inside job. Thank you for listening to me on this first episode of the KMP Leadership Podcast. I'm glad to hear from you, your comments, your input, your feedback. If you like this content, please share it wherever you can. Thank you so much. Your friend, Karl Michael.